It's opening morning of fall turkey season. Good morning. I'm off to a bit of a late start this morning, but I got some turkeys roosted last night. I was out deer hunting. Now, if you look out that way, you can barely see a sunrise going. I'm about an hour later than I wanted to be. But it's opening morning of turkey season in the fall. And I roosted some last night. I was out deer hunting and watched them go into the woods and kind of have an idea of how these turkeys work. There were 3 red-faced turkeys, and I kind of wouldn't mind harvesting one of those. I want to get a hen for a wingbone call, a couple of wingbone calls I want to make. I want to make one for myself and make one for Warb. And so I'm going to go out there a little bit late and keep my fingers crossed that I can actually film it. But I'm excited because this year, for the first time, I'll be shooting shells that I made myself. So I'm excited about that. Spent a lot of time out at the range shooting, learning how tungsten ammo works. And in Indiana, you have a size limitation, so have to use 7.5 or above, and 20 gauge, 16 gauge, 12 gauge, 10 gauge. So kind of interesting, but I'm excited to get out, and even if I'm a little bit late, I'll have to stick on the edge of the woods this morning. These turkeys generally show up. If they're in the area, they usually go out in the food plot. So I'm going to set up the edge of that food plot this morning and keep my fingers crossed. So welcome to my little tribute to the Pinhoti Project. It's well past sunrise, so hopefully these turkeys haven't flown down yet. If they haven't, they're in the field. It's going to be a little bit of a different hunt this morning. It's a beautiful morning, though. Saw a lot of deer movement this morning on the way in too, so looks like everything's on the move. I'm gonna hug this tree line on the way in. That way, anything that's back there won't see me coming in. I hate being winded just walking, but that's where I'm at these days. Got a nice food plot right up here. city morning. There was unbelievably loud. Probably a jake, or it could have been a hen, but it sounded more like a jake down below. I'm kind of tired of deer hunting for turkeys, but I don't really want to carry cameras around with me. So I'll hang here for a while and see if something comes up. Be nice to see one of those hens that was out here last night. Red phase hens, pretty cool. Well, I went all around the whole farm and found some scratching further down into the ridge, but no noise this morning, no turkeys this morning, so we'll have to try this again over the next few days. What a beautiful morning.
Absolutely stunning out here.
Well, it is day 2 of my tribute to the Pinhoti Project, and you'll see it's quite bright in here. I swear I'm hitting every stoplight between here and my farm. Anyway, didn't go out this morning. It was the coldest morning of the year so far. I also deer hunt this lease, and I'm trying to keep it relatively pressure-free. And where they go to roost is a pretty hot spot. So, and I've got a couple of buck beds there that I'm going to be hunting over the next few weeks when things get a little bit, well, actually before they get crazy with the rut, because those bucks won't be bedded. But regardless, I am still hopeful to get one of those red-faced turkeys and give a TSS load that I loaded myself a roar. So we hoped to see some turkeys. Yes, we do. Turkeys are my favorite. I don't think there's anything in the world that I like more than a gobble. I don't hear a whole lot of fall gobbles, but I have a couple of times when I've gotten pretty crazy with the call. But I've noticed that this group of hens are pretty quiet. The kikis are quiet. Their calling is quiet. I don't know if I would shoot a jake. I always say that I won't, but dang it, I just love to make that shotgun roar. So we'll see what happens tonight as far as what turkeys happen to show up, if they do. It's been kind of an interesting year. I've been sick with Crohn's disease, and I'm currently on some short-term disability, so I don't really like to go out on work time. So that's another reason that I'm in that kind of mode. But this is a typical time that I would take a vacation, so I don't feel horribly about it. And if I have some problems, I can at least, drop trow right there in the woods. Anyway, this is my day today, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I see a turkey. And now this guy puts his turn signal on. What a goof! Wow, really? Holy cow, they paved this road. I cannot believe it. I've been hunting here for 12 years, and it's been pitted, gravel, nasty road, and it's completely paved. Look at that. Yeah, that means that city sprawl's heading this direction. Maybe. But my truck and tires appreciate it. I love that barn. Now that's the crap road I'm used to. I always love watching these big old combines harvesting, and bean crop this year is absolutely incredible. So certainly affects all kinds of different things with deer movement. Turkeys love these. I love the combine, so here we go. Oh yeah. Right now I'm hugging the low-lying areas. Make sure that any turkeys that might be in one of the food plots won't see me. And then I'm going to bury myself in some bushes right by the area where they've been coming out, and then getting ready to roost for the evening. I'm an hour before they showed up the other day, and if they're on any kind of pattern, they'll show up again. I also brought my wing bone call, so I've got a couple of different options, and it's been kind of a swirly wind day, so thank God turkeys can't smell. Don't see any in the field in front of me. Might have to get my binocs up though. Take a peek at some of the areas over there. This morning was the coldest morning it's been out here. The cows are gone, thankfully. All right, time to get the knocks up. Okay, I just got a hug. No turkeys in the field though, so that's good to see. Look at that food plot. Right there is the stand that I was sitting in when I saw these turkeys come out the other day. So they come right out underneath that stand. I heard them come through. I've got a big maple tree that blocks my ability to see what's going on underneath, which I purposely put it there in case deer happen to show up underneath there. They wouldn't look up and spot me. Gorgeous night. I am tucked really nicely into this brush. Got plenty of cover in front of me. Got my camo netting in front of me. So hopefully I can squeeze off a shot if somebody shows up. Yep, right now I would shoot a Jake. Well, there was a flock of turkeys about 150 yards that way, and a hawk just flew over and scared the bejesus out of all of them. I might go do a stalk. Sounded like a big group of turkeys, too. Hawk came from the north and went straight through the field there, and they all went nuts. I'm sure they're in the woods. Turkeys. Turkey down. All right, let's go see what we got. Unreal. We got floppage. We got floppage, man. I'm so excited. Oh, man. Oh, wow. This was a shell I made myself, which is pretty darn exciting in its own right. Hearing that hawk come by here. I'm glad that I stayed here because they were heading into the woods right by that stand, and I knew it was a little bit of a poke. It's probably about 45 yards. But I've got a turkey down, man. My fall turkey is down. I'm so excited. Ha. Dave, Pinhoti Project, this is for you, my friend. Thank you so much for your inspiration. What a gift. What a gift. Unreal. Huh. Not to mention the call. Kiki brought him over, I guarantee it. Let's go take a look. Here's my shell. That's one I made. I can still smell the gunpowder. Why do I always break turkey wings? Oh, I didn't break that wing. Okay. Saw feathers. That's where she was going. That's her. Awesome. Awesome. Fall season. Yeah, that hawk flew up over here, and those turkeys were probably just right through here in the field. So, man, what a night. TSS, man. Some incredible stuff. Not a red phase hen, but a nice looking hen nonetheless. Unbelievably cool. Let's see where my hide is. I can't even see it. Let's see how many yards it was. Yeah, they were heading right in right here. So 1, 2, 40. So with my little stride, probably about 40 to 45 yards. Oh wow, I can't believe this. How nice. Well, I don't have a cigar. I quit smoking almost 20 years ago, so I'm not going to start now. But my guns are smoked tonight. Look at that fan. Hen fans are just absolutely stunning, too. I'm going to have to make a fan out of this one, too. And I will be able to get a wing bone call out of my hen. For all the beauty the tom plumage has, this has its own subtle beauty to me. It's just a really cool kind of a dull feather look. She was molting. See one good shot right in the head there. Yeah, a bunch in the neck. Fantastic. Got some blood on the beak. That's gonna be good eats. Good eats. Man. The lesson that I learned from this particular hunt, you know, I was out here deer hunting 2 days ago and watched them all come in where they were heading into tonight. I'm sure they were spooked from the hawk that had come over. They were spooked because it probably only been about 15 minutes. And I made the decision to go ahead and kiki instead of go after them, you know. After the shot, there were probably 15 turkeys that flew off. So as much as I was hoping for one of the red phase birds, that's okay. Turkey's a turkey, and this is going in my belly. And wow, what a hunt tonight. You know, I came in way over on the other side and hugged the edge of the woods and stayed out of view. You know, who knows if they were in that area where they were or where they were coming from. But I was able to get a pretty good hide. I mean, this was such a good hide, I couldn't see the camera. And just being able to come in here tonight, sneak in a seat, and you know, I'm wondering if they wouldn't have come up into this field, the food plot in front of me, if they hadn't been all bent out of shape by that hawk. But gosh, what just absolute beauty. Fall turkey hunting's, you know, I'm brand new at it. I mean, I've only killed a couple of turkeys in the fall, and but I do know that it's a different concept. You know, I don't plan on killing a gobbler. I like hearing them gobble too much in the springtime. There's plenty of turkeys that have bred here. I've been able to watch them over the past couple of years, and they're getting more prolific here on this farm. So, man, I am a happy guy. The old Beretta did its thing. pretty cool. I'm going to show you this shell. I can't even read my own writing. B-O-I. I don't think that's right. It doesn't matter. 7.5. 7.5 shot is legal in Indiana, and this gun patterned really, really well with that. So I'll direct you to hand loading some stuff as well. Corner right there. Man, what a great night. Hand loads.